In the 1960s, Frank Sapico, the son of Italian immigrants, joined the New York Police Department. In 1967, he reported widespread corruption in the police department. He contributed to a report that was published in the New York Times on the problem of police corruption in the NYPD. About a year later, he was almost murdered. He got shot in the face by one of his colleagues during a well-planned attempt to eliminate him. Fragments of bullets remain in his brain. This might sound extreme, but we have no idea how many Frank Sapicos have been successfully murdered, fired, jailed, or have their family destroyed by a dysfunctional workplace system. My point is not to discourage taking a moral and responsible stand. It is to say that as a newcomer, you need to tread carefully. Being a newcomer means you bring a new pair of eyes, and your perspectives and values may be extremely valuable. But it also means that you are new to the existing culture in your workplace. There are many immigrants, and as a matter of fact, many new employees in history who have had their careers damaged because they wore their convictions on their sleeves and failed to build a strong political capital before they openly criticized the abnormal culture they met in the workplace. This can be a mistake. Another mistake a newcomer can make is to be too keen to crave attention, impress people, or go to unusual lengths to prove yourself. There are things many people did in the early days at their job that they wish they could take back after they have settled down years later. It is possible that there are power factions that the newcomer is not aware of. The kind of talks you contribute to or express strong opinions on during lunch can come back to haunt you. First, make good effort to understand how they do things and the unwritten workplace culture. Recognize the co-workers with or without power and influence. This is not always the same people as those who have position authority or not. There are sometimes people in high office but without much power or influence. These are called empty suits. If you come across as having allegiance to an empty suit, you might inadvertently become the enemy of those with power and who can damage you. You can tell yourself you will never participate in office politics, but you are already in office politics the day you took the job. So learn how they do things. Observe those on their way up. Identify those with the golden touch. Just because someone advises you that Mr. A is a good person does not mean you should throw caution into the wind around Mr. A. A good or bad person to Mr. B may not necessarily be the same towards you. Desperately trying to agree with people you like and see others as they see them may becloud your judgment. As a matter of fact, your vision. The culture of the organization may be toxic, dysfunctional, or counterproductive. I think you should be careful not to moralize about it. Complain or be known as an early whiner who says this is not fair and that is not fair. That's not going to help you. Your first strategy is to understand the prevailing culture without locking your identity with a group of people that might be on the way down. We all have a tendency to make some assumptions based on our prior experience, but we must check and be sure that we are seeing what we think we are seeing before taking career-altering stands. And even after we are sure, be careful in the process of announcing your stand. Not checking things that appear odd with external reference could be a mistake. You could phone a friend outside of the organization and ask for their view on this issue. A fresh voice apart from the one in your head can help you get some clarity. Not making efforts to build personal relationships is another mistake. The best time to build political capital is before you need it. Be kind, but do not become the doormat that everyone steps on. Offer to help colleagues, but do not become the one who can never say no. Don't keep your standards and expectations so low and go shrunken to seem humble. In a desperate effort to fit in, sometimes a new employee might come across as having low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is not a virtue. And in the individualistic Western workplace, it will invite the sharks and bullies around you. Failing to use the newcomer's drive to your advantage could be a disservice to you. When we are new on a job or project, we tend to be enthusiastic to make good impression and build a career and life. You should not fail to use this drive to your advantage. You can do that by aligning your excess work and labor to some of your long-term goals and career aspirations. And before you settle down, you may be ahead of the average pack.